In this video, we're going to go over the thematic mapping tool here on the Mission Insight platform. When you first log into your account, you'll have this pop-up window. You can click on this box right here to create and view a theme map, or, and I'm going to show you how to do this today, you can use the other option, which is when you are viewing your map for your church location or wherever you might be, you can simply click on the demographics tab here at the bottom. And then here on the right hand side, you'll see thematic as one of the drop down arrows. Now a theme map allows you to select particular strands of data and view those certain pieces of data through kind of like a pair of goggles to view your entire area, region, community. And it's going to show you all of the majority of people or kind of where people are located that fit that strain of data. And so there's a lot of options there, there's a lot of variables, but pretty much it allows you to select a theme and view a map of it. Very, very simple, very, very helpful and effective tool. So let me show you. So once you're right here, you'll simply click the check box right here. And then here are all of your options. There are many, many options. You have kind of all your primary categories right here. So overview, people, households, families, and such on down. And then you have all of your subcategories within each of these. So here's the ones in overview, right? People, households, etc., all the way through. Once you select something in that, piece of data, then it will pop up another one over here. So for example, maybe we're in the families box right here, and we want to see a theme map of families with children, and they are families perhaps where no husband is present. So it is a single mom household with children. You can select those three things. You'll see over here, this will pop up, and then you can select your color palette if you want any other colors to see it, but then simply click Create a Theme Map. And you can zoom out from your area and see, again, all of the darker regions where a significant amount of people in that census layer, live. And again, it has all the different shades of kind of, signifying for us how many people in that area, fit that strand of data. Okay, so if you're a church that perhaps has an interest in reaching or connecting to or has a ministry for single moms or single dads, you could very easily pull up this theme map and kind of see what area to target the most, because as you can see here, a lot of opportunity here for that, piece of information, but not as much over here on this side. And so really important there. Let's say, for example, you're interested in planting a church. No target, community in mind. Another really helpful way is you can perhaps go over to overview, and let's say perhaps you want to select, you're interested in perhaps finding an area or region where there are a lot of, families that perhaps, as a church plant, you're really interested in reaching, and kind of maybe a planter with a certain skill set or vision in mind. So you can come over here to the overview tab. You can scroll down here to the bottom. You can use, for example, there's a phase of life here as an option. There's also family keys there too. But one really neat thing that we've already seen before, but I'm going to show you again, are the mosaic profiles. So here are these three boxes that you can view. So the mosaic, this first box simply shows you all of the profiles with the letter and corresponding number. And then there's the mosaic groups. They're just the group. And there's even then the primary mosaic type. And so let's say, for example, really interested in, planting, again, seeking, a church that's seeking out families. So you can go to the F category, which is kind of more geared towards, has subcategories that are all built around families. So families with younger children in the home. And so you can select on that F category and see a map. All right, I need to refresh my page. All right, here we go. We're going to try again. Sometimes it happens here on the platform, and that's normal. Groups, F, create a theme map. Here we go. All right. So this is great. This shows us, again, the darker areas that have more households representing that F group profile, which that particular mosaic profile relates to the familyness of it. So again, a couple with children in the home, and it varies. There's a lot of different subgroups that fit the F category, but pretty much that's the general sense of what it is. But it shows you, again, a lot of the area that has households that fit that demographic. Really interesting. Let's say you want to do something similar, right? Where, again, you don't have a target in mind, but perhaps you're wanting to understand, if you're wanting to plant a Spanish-speaking church and you need to learn where a majority of your Hispanic community or Spanish-speaking community is in your area, your region. Again, you can select on the diversity tab here. First, I'm going to exit out the previous one. All right, diversity one here. Details, Hispanic, Latino. Let's see. Shows there, create a map. Again, see, it shows us where more prominent, a more significant amount of people of that demographic live. And so that's very helpful. Perhaps there's not really a target on your radar and you're trying to find an area to plant a church in or start a new ministry in, or what opportunities surround your church. And so, so here in our area, not a significant amount as perhaps located more into the North Charleston area of our low country region, but I can select other strands of data. So if I were to go to households, for example, and I wanted to learn about, poverty detail, and I wanted to learn just people below, let's say, so let's say single dad below poverty level, right? So I can select on that, view the map, right? So a significant amount here out in our area where, single dad in his household, him and his children are living below the poverty level. I can switch that to being, a single mom, create the same map. And here we go. Again, I can, switch around other strands of data, married below the poverty level. Again, create a map and view that in our area. And so there's a lot of opportunity with the theme mapping tool that allows you to see, kind of who is it that lives around you and what proportionate, amounts that live around you and what areas can you really zoom in to try to reach. And over here on the right-hand side, there's other pieces that you can play with as far as what year. There's sometimes multiple options here. Sometimes there's multiple options here, like zip codes, for example. I can rechange the map to fit zip codes. Multiple options there that you can play with, right? But again, very, very helpful tool when it comes to understanding who is around you. And that is the theme mapping option here on Mission Insight.